guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Andy with Mukbangs Hangs. Today we are doing something a little bit different. It's a little more laid back, a little more cozy. We've got some desserts, and I'm also going to be talking about Impera. I know a bunch of you have been asking me my thoughts, my opinions, what's my favorite song. Believe me, I've been listening to this album front to back and trying to really decide, because at first I didn't know, but I wanted to do this in like a kind of chilled out setting so we can just talk and hang out, and y'all let me know what you think down below in the comments. And so today, as I said, we've got some desserts. Do a little thumbnail real quick. See that? I haven't done a dessert mukbang before. I know there's been a couple people have been asking me what you should do, like 5 cakes and stuff like that. Like, I'm not that extreme, so we just decided to do, got a loaf of lemon cake, old-fashioned donut, and this little muffin here is called a mini mantequeta. I hope I said that right. And we've got a chocolate cookie with mint frosting. It's supposed to be like a mint chocolate chip type of cookie. And I got some soy milk right here. Okay, we're gonna try to decide what we're gonna bite into first, and then I'll get into Ghost's new album. Okay. We're going to go with this one because I actually have not had this before. This is from my grocery store in Texas. It's called H-E-B. See, it's nice and glazed. First bite. Mmm. It's giving like funnel cake vibes. Funnel cake. It's got a real like an old, I don't know, timey taste. It's pretty good. No. Impera has been a godsend. It was well worth the wait. I was just reminiscing on how, can you remember, guys, like, we didn't have ghost content for so long, and all of a sudden it's like boom, 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 boom. Tour, chapter video, a chapter video dropped today, actually, and now we've got all this glorious content and a new album to mess with. And I'm just so happy. I didn't really know what to expect from this album, and I avoided spoilers at all costs, except, of course, for the singles that were released, so I could listen in on the Friday that it dropped in the evening, and I had a listening party with my band, and that was like a real special experience because we're all hearing the unreleased songs for the first time together, and it was kind of cool just seeing everybody kind of absorb the songs, and we would stop and like, okay, what do you think, you know? I gotta say, it's not like any of the other albums, and I've decided that this is my favorite album because there's not a skippable song. You know, even the instrumentals, I'll take a time to listen to them and just play the album throughout. And I'm not going to go track by track. I just wanted to point out some things that were special to me, and of course my favorite songs. I've already reacted to Spillways, and I've given my thoughts on Twenties and Kaisarion in previous videos. If you want, I can link those down below for you guys. Earlier, while I was preparing for this video, I had already decided on a favorite song. But today, as I was just jamming out again to the album, I was like, oh, I might change my mind. And like with a lot of things, I have a lot of favorite things, and I've never really had a favorite Ghost song because all of them, most of them, are kind of special to me, and sometimes I'm in the mood for Cerise or in the mood for Year Zero. There hasn't been like, oh, I'm hooked on this forever, right? So let me just start at the beginning. I am really, really attached to Call Me Little Sunshine. Immediately when it first started playing, I was in love, you know, when the video dropped. And it pretty much sums up what Ghost is, and it's a good representation on the new album, I think, of what Ghost is. I will get emotional to it if I hear it live. I feel that strongly about it. More donut. But as much as I love Call Me Little Sunshine, Griffwood has completely stolen my heart. Like, I thought I was into Spillways because I'm a sucker for 80s music, 80s aesthetic. And Spillways, of course, was just like right in that zone. But I found Griffwood later on in the album, and they're kind of related. Like, it feels like they could be cousins or siblings or something. Like, Spillways is the more happier version, and then Griffwood's kind of more darker, which I'm in love with. It has got like that groove. So I've been listening to that one nonstop, and it's between Call Me Little Sunshine and Griffwood for my favorite songs on the album. I can't stop listening to it. It's so dang catchy. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to organize all my thoughts because there's like so many things I want to talk about. But let's move on real quick here. We're going to do the little muffin. It's got these little nuts on them. See. It's not too sweet, but it has an interesting flavor. And I can't quite put my finger on it. I've had similar cakes and muffins like this before. It's in the vein of banana bread as far as texture and maybe a little bit of taste. You don't really feel the banana at all. But that's the closest thing I can compare it to. Now, another song that caught my attention was Darkness at the Heart of My Love. It's just a beautiful, beautiful ballad. And surprisingly, though, it didn't make me cry like I thought it was going to. Like, everybody was hyping it up. Oh my gosh, you're going to be thrown. And I was like, okay. And it didn't, except for the third line in the first verse. And it kind of feels like Papa just got me by my heartstrings, my guitar strings, and just like, I have you, and this is going to make you emotional. I'm like, yes, it is. It's such a hauntingly beautiful song. I think I will cry when I hear it live because, I don't know, I associate a lot of emotion with Ghost. If you've watched any of my past videos, I've talked about how much the fandom and how much the band means to me. So that's what makes me kind of get emotional when it comes to the songs. I know I've said I've talked about 20s before, but I just want to throw in there that I think it has one of the best solos in the whole album. And I don't know, there's just something driving about it, and I get into it all the time, and it would rank at one of my favorite of all time Ghost solos. Let's move on to, let's do the lemon cake. As a kid, my parents used to buy us these lemon cakes, and I was in love. I think this was part of a variety pack of cake. So we'll see how good this is. It's a little more spongier than this one. It's good. I've definitely had better lemon cake, but it's all right. I want to take a moment to appreciate the instrumental tracks because for most of the times, I think, like I mentioned, like I'll just skip over them because they don't do anything for me. But I think these were perfectly set up. Like Imperium is my favorite out of the instrumental tracks because it kind of sets the scene for the album, and maybe not just for the album, for Ghost in general. It reminds me of also like a wedding march, like the doors are opening to the Church of Ghosts and you're just walking down the aisle to your bride, to your groom, to Papa. And it's just like, here, this is where we can all be safe and have fun. And I really like how it leads into Kaisarion. And at the time, at the show, I didn't realize that that track was playing, that it was Ghosts. But I think it just transitions perfectly into the energy of Kaisarion. And, yeah, like I said, I would not skip over them. Like, they're very enjoyable to listen to. The other two as well. The middle one, was it Dominion? It feels more cinematic. It reminded me of maybe like an old movie, Lawrence of Arabia, the Ten Commandments with Charleston Heston. It's got a very score tone to it. Alrighty. Let's try this cookie out. I think some fell right now. Sorry. This frosting got stuck to the roof of my mouth. It's not bad, but I think that it's trying too hard. Like, if I was going to have mint chocolate anything, it's going to be like in an ice cream form. It's not the best. Now, before, again, as I was preparing for this video, I had totally skipped over Hunter's Moon. And I've seen this comment elsewhere, and I don't know if any of you all feel the same. It's a good song. It's a great song, and I was so happy to have it when it came out. But I associate it so much with Michael Myers and the Halloween franchise that I don't see how it necessarily fits in Impera. Like, just as pairing it up and with the rest of the songs, it just, I don't know, I just kind of write it off in the album, where the album is concerned. But it's still a great song, and I still enjoy it and listen to it. I do have to say that, again, this album is my favorite Ghost album, and probably the reasons why, it just sounds so much more produced. The writing is elevated, the music is elevated, and I know that they were sitting on this for a long time because of the pandemic and whatnot. But you can totally tell that they really, really worked on it. Like, when we were listening to it in the listening party on Friday, I don't know which song it was, but we were listening to it, and then in my head I was like, let me try to think of Square Hammer, like hear it in my head, to compare. And you just can't compare any of the current or previous Ghost songs to the new ones. I mean, not that, We're Never Gonna Love, He Is, and Conclave, and Body and Blood. These songs are on a whole other level, in my opinion, and I love Tobias for that. I'm so afraid of getting burnt out, though. Like I was listening to Griffwood so much, I was like, I gotta stop, because music burnout is real. Like, I've had it happen to me plenty of times when I was younger, when I was obsessed with certain other bands, and I was just like, boom, burning out my CD player, listening to the record over and over again. So I'm trying to pace myself, but it's so good, and I know we just saw them, like, here in Texas, but I can't wait to see them again, and to see the setup that they're going to have. Now they're going to have the space and the time to do a full production. Oh, which reminds me to talk about one of my other favorite songs I almost forgot, Watcher in the Sky. Kind of snuck up on me. I was very drawn in by the ambience, the opening sounds. It really just reminded me of fighter pilots in the sky, these looming clouds, these darkness, and of course the spotlights, right? They're looking for the Watcher in the Sky. Man, I can't wait to see the light show for that song. And it also gives off very Iron Maiden vibes. I've been to an Iron Maiden show, and they had this humongous, like, plane prop, and it was just, like, flying on stage. And it reminded me of that so much. Another thing that I like about these songs, they sound very 80s. I get to hear Tobias's vocals in an entirely new way. Like when he lets these certain notes hang off into certain sounds, and I'm like, oh yes, you got me right here. Right here, my little heart. So yeah, those would be like my top songs off this album. Would be Watcher in the Sky, Darkness at the Heart of My Love, Griffwood, and Call Me Little Sunshine. I knew it was going to have a top 3, but I was like, oh, I gotta do these. What a masterpiece. I'm so pleased with it. I don't want to skip ahead too much, but it's like, what else do you have planned, Tobias? What else is next? I don't know. Let me know what y'all think, and tell me what your favorite song is and what you liked, or maybe what you didn't like, because I know some people, it's okay to critique your favorite artists. Me, I don't look too deeply into, oh, this means this, and he wrote this because of X, Y, and Z. I'm an emotional person. I'm an artsy person. I just know how I feel when I listen to certain things or see certain things. So that's just how I am. I do want to just comment a little bit also on the new chapter video we got today. It's so cute. It's so adorable. I love it that I know it's Tobias behind Cardi's mask, or Popia, and he's just so awkward. I love that character. Like, I am in love with Papa 3. He will always be my Papa. But Popia is stealing my heart currently. Like, he's just so awkward and adorable. And I saw a comparison on Twitter today. It has Papa in his blue suit doing the mummy dust thrust, and then versus this guy that we just got in a tracksuit. He's like coming home, you know? It's like, these are the same person. And I'm curious to see who this new character is. Is it a love interest for Sister Imperator? Is it, I don't know, is it somebody that could cause problems for Papa? And I don't know, people on Twitter and Reddit are always like throwing out their theories, and they're wild, you know, the Papa's coming back, the previous ones. I mean, I wouldn't say no to Papa 3 coming back, but I don't know. So, I mean, I don't know. I just want to say that it's a great, great time to be a Ghost fan. I'm just so proud of him, of them, the entire band, the crew, the management. I mean, this is my Kiss. This is my Metallica. You know, people that have these big, big bands and they were their favorites. I'm just so happy to be alive in the same time as Ghost, because literally it's brought me so many things. I've mentioned it before, but it's brought me all of you guys too, you know, that you all are here and we're together. We're getting to experience this piece of art. We get to go to shows, you know, sometimes together. And we get to watch these music videos. I'm rambling right now, but I wanted to talk a little bit about the album and the chapter video and maybe what's next. I know we haven't exactly gotten too much confirmation about the lore of Ghost. Hopefully that's going to change as the chapters get released and new things come out. Maybe one day we can get a Ghost movie, you know. I didn't think that was going to happen from this. But should I rate these desserts, guys? I think we should rate them separate because, you know, they're all pretty different. We'll start at the low end. Yeah, this cookie, we're going to give it like a 3. We'll do a 5 scale. 3 out of 5. Like, nah, bruh, it was all right. This one, even though it was plain, it was still pretty enjoyable, so we're going to go with a 4. Old-fashioned glazed donut. I want one more bite of this one. We're going to give this one 5 out of 5. I know I enjoy the lemon taste, but this one just feels more consistent. This isn't strong enough, so we're going to go with a 4. It wasn't that bad. Well, guys, that was it for my personal mini Impera review, favorite song / chapter / ranting about Ghost in a good way. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can go ahead and do so. I'll leave a link down below. I'm also having channel memberships right now, and I've got a Patreon if y'all want to check that out. Links will always be in the description. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!